Restoration comedy. Restoration comedy, or the comedy of manners, developed during the Restoration period. It was modeled on the realistic comedy of Ben Jonson and his followers. Restoration comedy has been designated as the comedy of manners, for in this type of comedy are reflected and presented the manners, modes, conventions not of the lower classes but of the upper classes of society. The restoration comedy of manners is realistic in character and focuses out attention on the life, manners, ways, love, intrigues, and foppery of the upper and aristocratic classes of society. The scenes of these comedies were generally laid in London, particularly in cabs, chocolate houses, clubs, and gambling centres. Here, in these places of fashionable gathering, assembled the fops and gallants of the age in the company of gay ladies and butterflies of fashion. A reputation were murdered, love intrigues were carried on in a clandestine manner, money transactions were made, and a scandal mongering was ever in the air. A lot of similar prattles went on, and the fops and ladies spent their time in des- designing a scheme and plans to ruin their rivals and competitors in love. This was the kind of life which is presented in the comedy of manners. The manners and affections of this artificial society of the upper aristocratic society were presented by Ethergy, Wycherley, and Congreve. Sir George Ethergy, his main plays are the comical revenge, love in a tub, she would if she could. These comedies painted a true picture of the graceful, heartless, and licentious upper class of the period. He imitated Ethergy. William Wycherley, he wrote four plays: Love in a Wood, The Gentleman Dancing Master, The Country Wife, and The Plain Dealer are his fine creations. William Congreve, he is the supreme master of the comedy of manners. He wrote all his plays before he was 30 years of age. His famous plays are Old Bachelor, Double Dealer, Love for Love, and The Way of the World. His The Way of the World has been a classic of English comedy because of its artistic excellence and its ideal of life. The Way of the World has been a classic of English comedy because of its artistic excellence and its ideal of life. The Way of the World is claimed to be the best work of Congreve because here we have flashes of brilliant, sparkling dialogues, witticism, and intellectualism. We have Congreve at his happiest in this comedy. The comedy of manners has been severely subjected to adverse criticism, and truly so, for there is nothing in it which may keep us spellbound. It has been criticized for its licentiousness, obscenity, and immorality. It has found severe detractors as well as staunch defenders. Macaulay denounces the immorality and obscenity prevalent in this type of comedy. Leslie Stephen echoes him in saying that this is comedy written by blackguards for blackguards, but we have defenders like Dabry and Lamb too. Professor Dabry maintains that restoration comedy expressed not licentiousness but a deep curiosity and a desire to try new ways of living. As is the society, so is the literature holds good with comedy of manners. But these comedies have loosely constructed plots and a stock in trade characters, which make the comedies dull and uninteresting. But the most conspicuous quality of the Restoration comedy is the witty exchange of words. Dialogues are sharp and witty.